could take care of me, he had to take care of him. And every now and then our paths crossed where we could take care of each other, but for the most part, it really didn't. It's all encompassing.
They promised to stick together in sickness and in health, but one Forsyth County couple had no idea how that vow would be tested.
Now, they both ended up facing cancer at the same time. The Fox Medical Team's Beth Galvin is here with their story. Beth?
And Sine and Russ, Jack and Lee Francisco have been married for 47 years. They have 3 boys, 9 grandchildren. They've traveled the world together, but nothing really prepared them for the year they were both diagnosed back to back with cancer.
Lots of them are in designer clothes.
Lee Francisco has a bedroom full of Barbies.
There's over 100.
Some of these Barbies are from 1959, the year the doll was born.
I love the ballerinas.
And these dolls are part of the coming 67-year-old story. So, unfortunately, is breast cancer. The first time she was 45.
I knew I had a lump in my breast because I had found it. It was felt like an almond.
So did you talk to your mom today?
Lee and her husband Jack felt lucky because they caught her cancer early.
So they ended up doing a lumpectomy, followed by radiation and chemotherapy.
Then for the next 15 years,
she was free of cancer. She was off of all treatments. And again, out of the blue, she felt something.
That was 2010.
Literally in one day, she had a couple of biopsies and a CT and an MRI and a diagnosis that yes, she had breast cancer again.
Anger was probably my biggest thing I had to deal with because it's sort of like, well, I did this once already.
And just days after a double mastectomy, still recovering in bed, Lee turned her focus to Jack's health.
She said, I don't think you had your physical this last year. And I said, don't worry about it. We're working on you right now. I'm fine. She says, no, you need to get in.
As part of that physical, Jack got a PSA blood test. At 60, Jack's PSA level should have been no higher than about a 4.5.
And my PSA was 59.
No new bone pain. No.
So Jack came to Georgia Urology's Dr. Louis Kreitman, who performed a biopsy.
So in the biopsy, we found cancer. We found quite a bit of cancer in his prostate. Once we had that diagnosis, we sat down and had a long conversation about what the treatment options were.
For the next 3 months, the Franciscos both underwent radiation. Lee every morning, Jack every evening. And for Lee, still recovering from surgery, it was grueling.
It's all encompassing. It's all you can do every day to get up and brush your teeth and put your clothes on. That takes every ounce of energy you've got.
The Franciscos are now 8 years out and both in remission. And their focus these days is on their grandchildren, not on cancer.
It's always in the back of your mind. You're never over it. But that's not how we live.
That's not.
And Jack and Lee both went through hormone therapy for several years after their initial treatment. Jack still gets his regular PSA checks and Lee gets regular blood tests. And so far, neither one has shown any sign of cancer. Russ and Sine?
It's so great to see their smiles and their togetherness now. I can imagine in the moment, though, it must have been difficult. But in his case, there are many more options for prostate cancer than for her advanced
hers was more advanced. Yeah, so he had to really decide, do we watch and wait do we wait and watch this problem together with my doctor? Do I go for surgery? Do I go for radiation? Ultimately, he felt radiation was the best option for him. But men have to decide that for themselves. Yeah.
Yeah. Good to see him doing well.
Yeah.
Thank you, Beth.
Thanks.